Let me know what you need. Until you return.
Et bonjour à tous. C'est Clément, on se retrouve pour un nouvel épisode du Let's Play de Horizon Forbiden West. Le petit jeu de rien du tout hein, qu'on avait commencé à faire. Et donc, on avait dit qu'aujourd'hui on allait continuer la quête principale. Et du coup c'est ce qu'on va faire maintenant.
Alright, I should find whoever's in charge here. But first, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around too.
Looking for a real challenge? Play Machine Strike.
C'est de la bouffe. Règle locale. Santé maximale. Coût de frappe critique plus. Ah. Concentration plus. Les buffs sont... J'ai l'impression que les buffs sont complètement astronomiques.
Sorry, the shop is closed for now.
Oh. Bah, tu viens pas de me dire l'inverse? Ouais. C'est vrai qu'il y a des tenues aussi, mais j'ai pas de tenue là. Je sais pas du coup si on fait l'histoire ou si on prend les quêtes secondaires. En vrai on peut peut-être d'abord faire l'histoire et après on prendra les quêtes secondaires. Quoi? Attends, est-ce que moi niveau tenue j'ai quoi? Ok, putain. J'ai l'impression qu'ils ont beaucoup plus poussé les potards sur les quêtes secondaires. Ok, moi du coup lui il vend... ok. Ouais, je pense qu'on va juste les marquer les points et... Après si la quête principale m'emmène loin... C'est juste que ça risque de blablater pendant longtemps quoi. J'ai pas envie de skip non plus mais...
Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Ah, well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tanakh?
Terrified, but I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry, when its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West. Guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates open.
Ok. En vrai, les quêtes servent des objectifs un peu plus grands, donc c'est cool. C'est cool quand même.
Looks like he's had a few.
Savior, I need your help. Savior!
For the love of Dawn,
Savior, you're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
It's just Aloy. What do you want?
Please, no one will listen. But the Eclipse... they're here in the Daunt.
Really, Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this hogwash now?
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Elite. I saw one of our sentries, Loravik, sneaking off to meet with one. I tried to eavesdrop, but they spotted me. And then Loravik tried to kill me. I... fought back. It was him or me.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Loravik to the Eclipse. And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier, Nozar sentenced him to death.
What makes you so sure Loravik was working with the Eclipse?
Well, I was too far to hear everything. But I heard them both say the word Eclipse.
It's not the most outlandish claim I've heard.
C'est un peu lèche quand même.
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
If I have to die, so be it. But if we ignore this threat, others are going to die too.
Bon, vu qu'il se défend qu'à moitié...
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped through the gate. By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the canyon. Nozar didn't see the need to give chase. Let the Tenakth take care of them, he said.
Nozar's not one to be sidetracked. He tightened up the patrol schedules, reprimanded the sentries, and everyone moved on.
But I couldn't stop thinking about it. None of us are careless out here, meaning someone left it open on purpose. And Loravik, well, he's always grumbling about officers. But on this, he was too quiet. And after the incident, he started acting different, jumpy. So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I followed. I found him arguing with a stranger. And when Loravik mentioned the Eclipse, I tried getting closer, but they heard me. The stranger took off, and Loravik lunged at me with his knife. Instincts took over. Sentries heard the scuffle and found me standing over his body.
Why don't you believe him?
We combed the woods. Searched Laravik's bunk. Searched it again. Didn't find anything. Look. Conover's a good man. I don't believe he murdered Laravik in cold blood. But Nozar only listens to facts. And that fact is, Conover killed his fellow sentry. He doesn't deny it, right?
No, but more Eclipse are out there.
And considering there's no evidence backing up this Eclipse story, well, we can't question a dead man. Nozar's on edge
Ouais,
with
c'est un
the
peu le
upcoming
problème.
embassy and doesn't want distractions. But hey, if you find a bunch of Eclipse soldiers hatching an evil plot in the woods, please do let us know.
The meeting you witnessed. Did you hear anything else about their plans?
No. But the clearing where they met is just east of here, across the river.
A dozen soldiers have already searched it, Conover. There's nothing there.
I can see things others can't. If the Eclipse are in the Daunt, I'll find them.
Thank you, Aloy. Sun bless your search.
Don't get your hopes up, soldier.
Bon, on l'a tué, l'a pas tué. Ce serait drôle en fait qu'il ait vraiment tué, je trouve. Ce serait un bon retournement.
Lighten up, Paiv. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tenakth out there.
Are you in charge around here?
Ah, apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Ah, yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tanakh have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offered tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh returned personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh, they're handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our sun priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Oui. Oui, oui, on y croit.
Where is this Commander Nozar then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvund was thrilled.
Find anything? Anything at all?
Stand aside, soldier.
Ah oui, il est là-haut, Nozar. Je ne suis pas
Commander,
suspect.
better brace yourself.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from.
Ce shadow.
This is Forbiden West.
Il venait du fond du cœur.
Come back to Meridian. File a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Lucky for you, the savior of Meridian still has a few things she wants to take care of. Might be worth another look around the Daunt before the embassy. Maybe I could check on Erend in the courtyard.
Ok, donc là c'est les... Ouais, c'est les quêtes secondaires en gros qu'on a pris. Et sinon faut parler à Nozar, ok. Bon, on va aller voir le fond, on va aller faire la quête du condamné à mort et puis on verra. Je pense qu'on fera pas ça maintenant, on fera ça après. Pour nos arts.
I need to get off this thing and walk.
Alors pour l'instant, je vois rien.
This must be the clearing where Conover says he saw the eclipse. Bloodstains. It's as good a place to start as any.
Alors examiner le sang, moi j'ai pas vu le sang. Ah si.
Pretty sure this is where Conover killed that guard. Maybe my focus can tell me if there really was a third person here.
Ah merde, à tous les coups. Je trouverais ça vraiment trop bien qu'il soit que deux en fait et qu'il l'ait vraiment tué comme ça.
Was someone up here?
Mais je pense pas du coup. Le jeu ne prend pas cette direction là.
Faint tracks leading away from barren light. I should be able to follow them with my focus. Let's see where this leads. Maybe Conover wasn't lying after all.
Justement, putain, c'est plus drôle qu'il mente. Vous vous rendez pas compte?
Lost the trail. There's too many machines walking around. Maybe I can pick up the tracks once I'm past them.
Détruire les machines ou passer en silence?
If I find the right cauldron, could learn how to override this machine.
En vrai, elles sont trop mimi. Enfin, bon, elles m'attaquent, hein, mais. Je sais pas si je devrais pas acheter les bases du CAC.
Easy to follow the trail up ahead now.
Ah oui, c'est vrai que c'est 2 points. Profonde concentration, vitesse de vidage. Ça permet de tirer plus de... Ouais, ok. Mais moi par contre, ce que je voulais surtout acheter, c'était ça, les soins puissants.
Blood. A lot of it. Whoever the runner was, this machine must have slashed him. Should be easy to follow the blood trail with my focus.
Il y a des grosses traces là devant moi.
Someone set up a lookout down here. view of Barren Light, if you wanted to spy on it. Bandages. Looks like the runner tried to treat their wounds before they went on.
Il a laissé le sac à dos.
Follow their tracks. Where did you go off to?
Enfin, ouais, il a quand même malgré tout laissé son sac à dos, donc bon.
The trail ends here. Must have climbed up to that cave. With that injury, I'll bet he's on his last legs.
Ouais, enfin s'il est blessé comme il dit, ça me surprend quand même qu'il ait réussi à monter jusque là, mais on va mener l'enquête.
Be careful not to let this stain my hands. This looks like a good place for someone to hide.
Ah, vous faites chier, j'aurais tellement kiffé que ce soit l'autre, ce soit vraiment un tueur psychopathe.
I say we kill the lot. We don't know Larvik's dead.
He hasn't shown at the rendezvous point, so either that fool guard killed him, or he's lost his nerve.
We'll just have to blast our way through the gates.
And then what? Rayad was our only link to Vezra, and now he's dead too.
We'll track Vezra if we have to. But first we have to get past Barren Light. Next change of guard, we go in fast and loud.
Conover was right. I have to stop them before they hurt anyone else.
Going in!
Damn, Emma.
Bien. Bon, en vrai, le gameplay face aux humains a l'air d'être plus intéressant que dans le premier. Parce que dans le premier, c'était pas folichon. Nous sommes l'éclipse et les écarteurs de l'ombre. Nous avons fait ce qu'Hadès, l'ombre enfouie, a ordonné. Nous avons accompli la prophétie annoncée par le haut prêtre Bahavas. Nous avons porté les reliques des anciens qui nous ont permis de partager nos murmures à travers l'hélium. Nous avons levé une armée de machines anciennes pour assiéger les traîtres qui avaient volé la cité sacrée de Méridian. Tout ça pour rien, la chasse Nora maudite a tué nos chefs et l'ombre et affaibli l'ombre enfouie. Que doivent faire les fidèles lorsque la prophétie les abandonne? Mais ce n'est peut-être pas le cas. Bahavas a parlé d'un cycle cosmique interrompu par l'assassinat du roi soleil Girant. Le monde plongé dans les ténèbres, la grande roue du temps brisée. Un jour sans fin sous un soleil noir. Et si l'ordre de la prophétie n'était pas encore finie, et si l'ombre enfouie n'était pas une libératrice, mais seulement un présage. Dans ce cas, notre mission n'est pas terminée, elle vient de commencer. Et il est bien possible que l'Ouest, terre du soleil couchant, soit le siège du véritable pouvoir. Wow.
Takes care of that.
Oh oh. Mais c'est le... C'est le boss, non? Genre... Wow. D'accord. D'accord, il m'a calé une parade. Parade into contre-attaque. C'était énervé.
For the eclipse! She's injured!
Oh, that helps.
Alors en vrai, je vais pas mytho, c'est un peu mieux, mais bon, c'est quand même pas.
She's hurt! Big mistake!
Mais alors du coup, le mec là sur lequel j'étais en train de tirer. D'accord, qui tire à la flèche explosive, tout va bien.
I'm out. Well, that takes care of that. It sounds like there's more eclipse beyond the Daunt. If this Rayad was their only link to them, he might have a focus. It could tell me where they...
Quoi? Je sais pas ce que je viens de looter.
I was right. Rayad has a focus.
Loyal Eclipse, if you're seeing this, it means you've left the Sundom in search of something to follow. Your journey is almost over. Follow the sun beyond the gates of barren light, and bask in the gloam of future conquest. A new empire awaits.
Ah bah yes.
Precious new Eclipse Empire before it begins. There's coordinates here, out past Barren Light.
Ah, j'ai découvert les grandes potions de santé, yes.
Rayad's mask should be enough to prove Conover's innocence. I better take it back to Barren Light.
Retourne à Marco, venir. Il y a un feu de camp là. C'est ce qui me semblait, je suis en train de le chercher. Bah du coup on va pouvoir dire à l'autre... J'allais dire l'autre con mais non. L'autre condamné à mort, pardon. Que bah... Enfin... Bref.
There's Errand. Looks like he's had a few.
Je vais pas lui parler. Je suis un gros chagos. Oh.
Look alive, soldier. She's back.
Aloy,
Le mec il est vraiment là en mode ah bah t'as annoncé que t'es mort en fait.
Clip's fugitives were camped out on the other side of the forest, and they were getting ready to fight their way through Barren Light. You just helped save a lot of lives.
Aloy, you know I believe you, but Nozar, he might not be convinced by your words alone.
If he needs proof, show him that. And tell him the man he's got locked up risked his life to expose and eliminate an Eclipse spy.
Huh. I guess you are his savior. Congratulations, soldier. You're a free man. I'll have you out of there before sunfall. I'll make sure this gets to Nozar.
That's it then. The end of the eclipse.
Alors, niveau cohérence, cette scène elle me pose un problème. Il me connaît pas en fait.
Their leader's dangerous. And he's out there, in the Forbidden West, building up an army.
Sun and Shadow, you're going out there to stop him, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
I want to help. I can fight.
I know you can. But you've been through a lot. Once you're out of that cell, you should enjoy your freedom. You've earned it.
Take them out, Savior.
Mais ouais, enfin genre... Je sais pas, ça me paraît bizarre. Genre que le mec me croit aussi facilement. Mission, visiter bien, c'est quoi l'endurance d'armes? Je comprends toujours pas ce que c'est l'endurance d'armes. Après, je me mets que à l'arc donc. Ah, c'est ça l'endurance d'armes. Ok. L'endurance d'armes, c'est pour lancer les compétences d'armes. Mais faut me l'expliquer le jeu si tu me l'expliques pas. Mais là, du coup, au niveau des quêtes, ça donne quoi? Bah, c'est de l'autre côté des portes en fait, dans tous les cas.
Only our...
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Oh, il va pas être content, Varl. Bon, on a quand même eu le temps de faire toutes les quêtes de la zone, hein, donc Varl il a un peu traîné du cul, mais...
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the Savior! I don't care if it's the Dowager Queen herself! Disable these shields until that horn blows!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
That's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the Savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh?
Ils sont en train de faire un incident diplomatique, c'est génial.
Saving the world.
Genre, je sais pas, même si elle a sauvé, ils disent fermer les portes, on ferme les portes.
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
Mais le stalker.
So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
There's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
C'est beau. Putain. C'est beau. Et détendez-vous du calbar.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Ah ouais, putain, parce que oui, du coup, ils négociaient la paix.
The Karja can't be trusted. This is no.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away.
Emmener, c'est quoi? C'est la mort? Je pense, hein, vu comment il le dit. Je peux
Fearless red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun. You'll have to forgive my comrades. Tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate...
Ils font une ambassade pour le traité de paix, mais ils ont l'air tendus comme des...
gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate, and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hekaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate?
I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hekaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kulrut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hekaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kulrut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Kulrut is a Tenakth's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hoped for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
The winners of the Kulrut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hekaro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakth still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hekaro and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hekaro as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tanakh is a lot different than how they do. Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tanakh don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Akaro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
Eh bah dis donc, c'est intéressant tout ça.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Akaro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No! The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
The Karja have opened the gates.
Le début des emmerdes. Bon, ça devrait bien se passer, y a pas de raison, n'est-ce pas?
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Gala. Chief Hikaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaro has betrayed us! The embassy is proof! And all of you marshals are his accomplices! For this, I condemn you to death!
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us, exile.
Lancers! Form up!
They're riding machines!
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav! Come with us now, or not at all!
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
No! Archers! Keep them back! Left flank to the Karja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates! Yeah! Karja! Stand your ground!
Fire on will! I don't have a shot!
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
Lancers! Take the center!
Get ready!
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
C'est le putain de Delbord. C'est le putain de Delbord de ouf. On va s'arrêter là du coup parce que c'est un gros morceau là. Grosse hype là pour la suite. Grosse hype. J'espère que ça vous a plu du coup. Si ça vous a plu, vous savez quoi faire. Moi je vous fais des bisous à tous. C'était clair. Ciao ciao.